BD Global Health works across the BD businesses and geographies to really drive external engagement with international health agencies and ministries of health, focusing on advancing access to global health problems. And we do that through collaboration, through advocacy, and many times by creating access to BD's unique portfolio of products that are relevant in the global health space. In many ways, when I look at this global pandemic and outbreak of COVID-19, I'm reminded of the early HIV days where HIV became a global dialogue, bringing in actors from across the world to solve for a collective problem that couldn't be solved alone. And if you look at COVID-19, it has some similarities, I'd say. Clearly, something that is affecting everyone in the world, whether you live in America, whether you live in Africa, or whether you live in India, it doesn't matter.
So if we think about the low to middle income countries, the one thing that really concerns us is our fragile health systems. We do not have the capacity, both from resources, and resources is in terms of funding, in terms of the infrastructure for hospitals, as well as healthcare workers who would actually be able to manage this pandemic.
If you look at low and middle income countries, you have actually diseases there that use the technologies that are also used to diagnose COVID-19. So for example, you have a lot of molecular testing that is done for HIV to determine viral load. However, not a lot of people have access to the laboratory testing and the infrastructure needed to transport samples to that testing just also doesn't necessarily exist.
I continue to see partnerships playing a very significant role even in this COVID-19 response and even into the future, because there's no one country or no one organization that would actually be able to address issues around health on its own.
It is almost like a dance because you're trying to understand what the common goal is, but you're also trying to figure out how can I contribute to it and navigate within that framework, which you're sitting at the table with your competitors, but yet you're working towards a common goal.
We're all playing our little part here because every tool in the toolbox needs to be used to address this pandemic.